everybody, and welcome back to WooNoo, your weekly Universal news and updates, where I go over everything that's happened at Universal Studios Orlando Resort for your enjoyment. I have a ton of stuff this week, since last week I spent Thanksgiving with my family and didn't give out a video, which is why I now have 2 weeks of updates this week, and a ton of stuff has happened. So without some further ado, let's hop straight into it. So starting out for some general Universal news, a new holiday freestyle cup will become available resort-wide, which actually is pretty cool, and obviously this means that the Halloween Horror Nights cups have been completely pumped out of the parks. Also, the December Universal Orlando annual pass holder button would be revealed to show Max on the Grinch's sleigh. This is probably one of my favorite UOAP buttons that has actually come out in a long time. I think this one's super cool, so I'm happy to get it. Also, at the IAPA convention, which means the International Association of Theme Parks and Attractions, at least I believe, when Senior VP and Chief Creative Officer Thierry Coupe was asked what his biggest mistake was in his career, he said that he should have stopped the creative team from making the Fast and the Furious. When this was responded in laughter, he then followed it up by saying it's a great attraction, but not what it should be. Now, though this is just a funny moment, it also shows, because he threw this under the bus, that Fast and the Furious might actually be driving to the nearest exit soon. I don't really know how I would feel about that. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people would be happy, but it would be a very short-lived ride, to say the least. Also, Orlando Informer would reveal that their next Orlando Informer meetup will be on June 3rd and 4th. Orlando Informer is a basically social media-wide account that does all of these things and tips and tricks, and you probably have read an article by them if you're interested in theme park things. And they actually run events. They are not the cheapest events. However, they run late night events that actually allow people to go on the Pteranodon flyers, even if you don't have a kid, and a bunch of stuff like that. So they're really cool, and there's some new dates for them. Also, the Winter Orlando Informer meetup would happen starting on Friday and happen over the weekend. Universal would also change their employee guidelines, with Orange County stating that masks are no longer needed. This means that team members now have the full option on if they want to wear a mask, including the ones in the Grinchmas show and the Grinch meet and greet, which means we now get to see them without masks. Also, early year water ride refurbishments would be announced to be that Jurassic Park River Adventure will be closed from January 10th to 28th in 2022. Dudley Do Ride's Ripsaw Falls will be closed from January 31st to February 25th of 2022, and Popeyes and Pluto's Bill-Drop Barges will be closed February 25th to March 18th of 2022. From what I can tell, these are just annual things that happen, and it's just things that happen. So it's good to know that these rides are safe. They happened last year too, so they're nothing out of the ordinary. Also, current creative team president Thomas L. Williams is going to be promoted to CEO starting January 1st of 2022, and Mark Woodbury will take his place as the creative team president. This will most likely make for some changes in the way the company runs, and I'm excited to see them. I hope they'll be good and not bad, though. Also, new Earl the Squirrel U-Design kiosk designs for magnets, phone cases, ornaments, and metal wall signs would become available. As for some Epic Universe news, an Express Pass survey would leak some details about the hotel that has been rumored to be connected to Epic Universe. It would ask about where you would stay, and one of the options is a hotel that is inside of Epic Universe. This would reveal that the hotel is economy, themed to an Italian seaside village, with a sit-down restaurant, 10 to 15 minute bus ride to Studios and Islands, which happens to be the distance from the Epic Universe site to the main resort. Early park admission included a 25% Fast Pass discount for all 3 parks, and a $400 a night boasting price, which is actually right in the middle of Universal's resort price. Also, on Saturday, all 8 Universal hotels would partner with U.S. Hunger to package 288,000 meals. Also, at Aventura, a Starbucks would reopen in the lobby. Nothing big, but if you gotta get your coffee, you gotta get your coffee. Also, in Cabana Bay, Santa would do a meet and greet on Friday in his beach outfit, which is just amazing. In Volcano Bay would close early at 4 o'clock on Saturday due to inclement weather. It would also close due to inclement weather the entire day on Tuesday and Sunday. Into the actual parks with City Walk. Twosomes now offers seasonal jumbo macaroons, holiday mousse mugs, Christmas tree brownies, Yule log brownies, cookie dough bites, trifle cakes, mini globe cheesecake, Santa boots, and cocoa bombs. The studio store would also receive Daniela Nicole Harry Potter house backpacks and belt bags. And I'm just saying, I think the Hufflepuff one could look better. Why is it brown? As a Hufflepuff, this just slightly upsets me, and it's kind of something that's consistently through the merchandise. I just feel like the yellow looks better, personally. Also, Anhitos would hold a private lunch event on Thursday before it opened. The Quiet Flight Surf Shop would also remove its construction walls that have been up for a few weeks now, and shows a sleek black entryway that lacks an expected store sign, and by expected I mean it'll probably be here soon. Also, the Red Coconut Club now offers a Universal Orlando annual pass holder exclusive event on Fridays and Saturdays from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. As long as somebody in the party has a pass, you can get in. The event has featured food and drink, being the Red Coconut, which is a tropical fusion of cruisin' coconut rum, cherry brandy, allspice bitters, lime, and pineapple juices, finished with a grenadine sunset served up, raspberry coconut cake martini, which is cruising coconut rum, blackberry ramataz, fresh lime juice, pineapple juice, and pimento bitters, coconut mojito, which is a twist on the classic shaken with cruisin' light aged and coconut rums, fresh lime, and mint, rum crush, which is traditional flavors of the islands all in one place. Cruisin' light aged rum, Myers original dark rum, Coco Lopez, orange pineapple, and fresh lime juices with a dash of allspice bitters. Flamin' hot corn dip, which is pulled chicken, creamy cheese, corn flamin' hot Cheetos, and kettle chips. Not meatballs, which are garden meatballs, jasmine rice, pineapple, house-made sweets, and sour sauce. And yakitori skewers that can be chicken thigh, shishito peppers, char siu pork belly, and shrimp. Also, the Groove Dance Club would have construction walls placed around it and be reported to be permanently closed. It is rumored that escape rooms based off of the classic Universal movies might replace it, and I would be down for that. That sounds awesome. Also, Voodoo Donuts will place a mobile order pickup booth right in front of its store location, which is something that helps because the Voodoo Donuts line is usually gigantic. The studio store will receive light-up Hogwarts lanyards that light up solid colors for each house and all 4 house colors. Also, in the studio store and throughout the parks, a new chocolate frog card of an ancient Greek wizard named Herpo the Fowl, who was a dark wizard who was also the first to create a Horcrux and Basilisk. Frogs with this card are labeled with a new card inside 2021 sticker. So, if you want this new card, it's actually pretty easy to find. Also, the Legacy Store will receive 2 new Ghostbuster tumblers, being a I Ain't Afraid of No Ghosts Ghostbuster logo tumbler, and a mini Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man and action-drawn Stay Puffed Man design. A new hair wrap kiosk would also be placed in Mistletoe Pines, the area that has all the sweets and stuff for Christmas, that offers hair tinsel, festive feathers, and beard ornaments, which I want to see that, not gonna lie. Also, some barriers leading into the parks will be placed on Thursday to accommodate expected Thanksgiving weekend crowds. And though I won't talk about it so much, they definitely receive those. Also, a new King Kong Mold-O-Rama would be placed in the Legacy Store, back to back with the Jaws ones. The mold is $6 and actually looks really cool. Into Universal Studios Florida, the theme park. In Production Central, a newly placed food truck and music plaza stage would sell sausage and peppers, grilled Italian sausage topped with green peppers, onions, marinara sauce, grated Parmesan. The bratwurst, which is grilled bratwurst topped with mustard, aioli, and caramelized onions. El Chorpion, which is grilled split chorizo topped with chimichurri, veganese, and tomato curtito. Wolf's sausage and peppers, which is grilled vegan Italian sausage topped with marinara, green peppers, onions, and vegan shredded cheese. Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, Sprite, Premium Bottled Water, Rogue Dead Guy Ale, Hazy Little Thing IPA, and White Claw. The studio store would also receive new Macy's Parade-themed ornaments and shirts. A holiday media event would also happen here on Saturday. The holiday media event would also happen throughout the park on Saturday, and the main meetup area was in Music Plaza Stage. Also, Music Plaza Stage would place giant snowflakes in its stage for the holidays, and maybe Mannaheim Steamroller, but we'll see how that plays out. In Hollywood, elves with roller skates would roller skate through the streets, and there are actually some really cool ones too. SpongeBob and Patrick would also be seen in holiday decor, decked boats in holiday outfits. And the horror makeup show outside stage will be moved to an area by Central Park Crepes. This also means that all of the small performances done on this stage now happen in the new location too. Some decorative Christmas trees would be placed in the Five and Dime. And Beetlejuice now walks around and interacts with guests, maskless and social distanceless. It's a cool thing to see. I like this character a lot. He's actually one of my favorites. Also, for the holidays, the Universal Orlando Annual Pass Holder Lounge is open from park open till park close. They usually have some very select hours, and this actually is going to help UOAPs with getting their buttons a lot more. Also, the Williams of Hollywood Prop Shop would receive some of the Scarecrow stock Halloween Horror Nights Scarecrow and a Halloween Horror Nights map QR code sign that are just some fun props you can buy. Also, Shrek and Friends in holiday outfits have started doing meet and greets in Hollywood. In Central Park, the Cafe La Bamba canopy would be removed, which apparently is very outdated. Also, in San Francisco, Fast and the Furious would reopen from its refurbishment on Monday, 3 days after it was scheduled to reopen. In London and Diagon Alley, new Harry Potter house and Hogwarts leather trunk suitcases would become available, which also you can see here with the Hufflepuff. Why brown and not yellow? Also in Springfield, Christmas music would start to play here. In New York, the Beat Builders golf cart will be decorated for the holidays, just like it was last year, and it's really cool. Also, in the Christmas tree, they would put a plaid hat on Earl the Squirrel's head. He also is now holding Christmas lights. The tribute store would also receive holiday ducks. And a giant squirrel statue would be added to the Earl the Squirrel room in the tribute store. Revenge of the Mummy now uses a virtual line system that works the same as Hagrid's, where you need to scan a QR code to access it. And on Tuesday, the Mummy would only accept virtual lines or Express Pass. The tribute store would also receive new Earl the Squirrel milk chocolate sea salt caramels and peppermint bark, along with a 3-pack of Earl-themed chocolate bars that are milk chocolate caramel, and milk chocolate with Rice Crisps. Also here, the announced UOAP Earl the Squirrel ornament, short and long sleeve shirts would become available. Additionally, a 3/4 sleeve Earl the Squirrel shirt, truffle and English toffee assortment tin, sugar-free mint case that has wintergreen, peppermint, and cinnamon, and the individual milk chocolate bar would become available. The tribute store would also receive new Earl the Squirrel raglan shirts and Grinch raglans. The penguins of Madagascar also now hang out around the exit of the tribute store, which is around where Jimmy Fallon is, in holiday outfits. In Kids Zone, some small decorative Christmas trees will be added to SpongeBob store pants, and Kids Zone Pizza Company would reopen on Saturday. The Curious George play area and its ball pit would also reopen after being closed for over a year on Wednesday. Over in Islands of Adventure in Seuss Landing, in between every few songs, a radio broadcaster who will now start to talk in an ongoing storyline for the holidays. Also, on Sunday, the trees in front of Seuss Landing would not play their animations. The Snack Eat a Snack Icy booth sign now just says Icy, like it did a few months ago. Also, an aerial view of Seuss Landing would show that a large portion of the Carasuso's roof was torn down in refurbishment. It would also be said that this shows the replacement of the steel beams that make up the supports for this roof. Turns out that little fracture has become a lot more. Also, in Isla Nublar, some decorative Christmas trees would be added to Jurassic Outfitters. And a Jurassic World movie quote and name keychains, which also include Orlando, Florida, and They Didn't Have My Name titles, the year, and the one that can be custom, but team members say that they might not actually be, that read Universal Studios on the back will become available at Jurassic Outfitters. Also, new Jurassic World Mr. DNA belt bags, tropical belt bags, and tropical tote bags that have the same design from the belt bag on the inside will become available. Burger Digs would also receive a new herbivore burger, which is balsamic marinated roasted portobello mushrooms, smoked tempeh bacon, vegan Swiss cheese, vegan secret sauce, Calera crunch lettuce, and sliced tomato on a toasted Kaiser roll served with fries. The Velocicoaster would also be delayed on Monday due to rain. All but the top nets would reopen in Camp Jurassic. This shows that new nets and reconstructed parts of the slide. However, there are actually a few staircases and nets on the ground that are blocked off too. Also, in the Lost Continent, the All Hallows Eve Boutique would receive 4 new Halloween candles, being Marley's Manor, which is Val's Manor, features top notes of frosted pine, eucalyptus, peppermint, middle notes of spiced orange, clove, fir needle, and a base of vanilla, being warm leather, smoked balsam, and no humbug. Season's Creepings, which is Season's Creepings to you and your kin. The fragrance features top notes of fresh fir needles, iced cedar, warm clove, middle notes of patchouli, vanilla bean, and cinnamon stick, and a base of smoked embers, pine, and oak moss. Krampus Crisp balance the naughty with the nice. The fragrance features top notes of warm-aged eucalyptus pine cone, middle notes of spiced apple, cinnamon sticks, and amber wood, a top base sandalwood, musk, and tonka bean. And Ghost of Christmas Past. Ghost of Christmas Past will come back to haunt you. The fragrance features top notes of sweet peppermint, eucalyptus, frosty winter air, middle notes of blue lavender, frozen lake, and base notes of cool musk, teak wood, and oak moss. The All Hallows Eve Boutique would also receive new classic monster ornaments that are themed to Frankenstein, the Bride of Frankenstein, Dracula, the Mummy, and the Creature from the Black Lagoon. There is also some that feature all 6. Also, just real quick, with the sense for one of the Ghost of Christmas Past or whatever, what does a frozen lake smell like? Like, I know I'm Floridian, but I've seen frozen lakes. Is that an odor? I don't know. There's a lot of questions that circulate around that. But anyways, the store would also receive orange, purple, and black lights, trees, garland, and wreaths, and also paper lanterns would be hung from these lights. Also, some of the pumpkins grow green now, and at least I think this is new. A fake fireplace with presents would also be placed, of course with Halloween-themed stockings, all for the holidays. And some walls would be moved back at Poseidon's Fury, meaning that it might reopen soon, which is good to know. The attraction sign would also be repainted, as seen by this. Also, the All Hallows Eve Boutique sign would cover the word Eve with the word holiday, and put Santa hats on the skull and bones underneath of it, meaning we now have the All Hallows Holiday Boutique. Also, the Mythos pool would be drained on Monday night, however, it would be back the next day. Also, show lighting would be put on Poseidon's Fury on Tuesday night, meaning we can really look forward to it opening. Also, in Marvel Superhero Island, the Hulk coaster will be closed on Monday due to rain. And in Toon Lagoon, some scaffolding would be placed on top of the Blondie's sign, for a reason I don't know. Also in Hogsmeade, even though it had a 115-minute wait, Hagrid's were told a standby line on Friday, meaning that virtual queues for Hagrid's might just be done at this point. Finally, in Port of Entry, the Island Trading Company would receive a new laser-cut Velocicoaster cart wooden model that is extremely detailed and awesome. Apparently, also for this company, it's the first model they've done that uses color on the cart. So that's everything that I found in Universal Studios Orlando this week. I hope you enjoyed it a lot, and I'm sorry if this is a longer video, but I just had to do this because of the fact that I wanted to spend the week with my family. Anyways, I hope you're having a great day, and if you're going soon, having a great trip to Universal Studios Orlando. And with all of that said and done, this is Wunu, signing off.